Kia ora and welcome to Dignus Street Community Garden. I'm Ellen Schindler, one of the gardeners and part of the Growing Point team. And today we're sharing our expertise and knowledge around seed saving. We are trying to save as many seeds as we possibly can to save money, not having to order seeds, some of which come from overseas. As well as not supporting big seed companies if possible, but also because we want to develop our own lines of seeds, things that grow really well here in the garden, which has its own little microclimate, and also to just share the knowledge of this very, very important skill. So welcome to the Growing Point team, Seed Saving. Happy learning. Of course, we want to fight back the patenting seed rights that companies go after, and the number of seed companies, independent seed companies, has dramatically dropped. You would probably see a similar drop from all these little companies. It also creates dependency for farmers, and especially the hybridized seed or the patent rights, which allow you nothing but sowing the seed. You're not allowed to keep some of the next year's or this year's seed for next year's sowing. Anybody clear about hybridized seeds versus heirloom seed? You've probably seen seed packs that say hybrid F1 is a very standard one. That's sort of the first generation of a cross. So hybridization means that taking a really desired mother parent plant and a really desired pollinator parent plant, and crossing them to get the best of both plants. So it's generally not advised to save seeds from a hybrid unless you want to go into a little adventure and see what comes from it.
What's that one?
It's a lettuce, one of the lettuces. Fresh it in there. And if you leave that, the residual energy of that piece of plant, and the bigger the plant, the more the residual energy will most likely ripen the rest of them, and then you just give it another bash or they'll fall down. So here's all your, there's a bit of chaff, the flying parts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, the black ones.
Do you know what it is?
Barge.
It's really yummy.
Yeah.
Someone told me once that if you deep fry the flowers, they taste like oysters.
Can I
Really? Yeah, go.
Wow.
All right.
A drink for a vegan person.
Here's all the vegans. That's silver beet, and the pattern, the flower the seed pattern of the beetroot is very similar. They're very, beetroot, silver beet, they're super closely related. The one give you a root and the other one give you the leaf. One trick that I use for tomatoes, there's different ways to save tomato seeds, but for me, the easiest, and also the tomatillo, the easiest to use is either toilet paper or tissue. And then you just scrape the seed out, and they're really tiny. It's so unbelievable how tiny those seeds are. And I'll just scrape them on here. So I'll save the inside so you can all take a few seeds home. I just smear mine on kitchen towel and they dry. Then I just put a label on it. That's really important, especially what they are and the year. Here, please, I'll practice a bit more. Enough. We're gonna have a nice coriander field here.
Can you see all that dust just go out on its own?
Well, see, that's how I know it, right? That you let it fall into a bin and the wind takes the dust away.
You can see that go on its own. Can you see that? That's what they do. Experienced people, they don't use their hands. It just goes out. Can you see that?